Good morning, everybody on YouTube. I don't have anybody with me in Discord. They're all sitting upstairs, so I can't greet them here, but welcome. Thank you guys for joining. I did make it after all, so I said last night on the last stream I might not make it this time, but I did. So I sorted my brother out quickly early this morning with the problem he had, and I'm back, so now I'm just going to fly. Hello, Spotter. Good morning. To see you joined me here. Just remember there's going to be a bit of a delay between what I say on Discord and what happens on YouTube. So you might want to mute the YouTube audio. I'll share my screen here as well, and you can rather follow me here. Then it's instant and then there's no delay. Morning, Cooper. Morning, Geert. Morning, Victor. Good morning, guys. Okay, so I don't have any special surprise for you this morning. Zibo did not issue an update, so if you watched the last stream last night, my time, it's the same version, so now I'm just going to enjoy it. Good morning, Steve. Hope you guys are going to enjoy it with us. We're at Cologne Bonn, and we're going to fly to Vienna. So that's the plan, guys. That is the plan. Okay, Cooper, excellent. Okay, so just to reiterate, if you sit here in Discord with me, remember it's instant. When you sit on YouTube, there's like an 8 or 10 second delay depending on the day and the internet speed, okay? So when you do that, it's best to rather watch the screen in Discord and listen to the audio in Discord. Otherwise, it's funny, you know, and then you can't have the two running together because then it echoes and so on. So you'll learn, you'll see how it works. Morning, Jean-Pierre. Goeiemorgen allemaal, good morning. Right, so this is it. We are here. This time I'm flying real time. And yeah, so that's what I'm telling you. It takes a bit of getting used to, eh? Right, we're taking 8F again. I'm back in the normal released version of X-Plane. I am not in the beta version. So we don't have all the other niggly things to worry about. Yeah. You speak Polish. Okay, Victor, no problem. I don't speak Polish, but that's why we have Google Translate, buddy. You're welcome to use Google Translate. So let's get going. I'm going to, obviously, as I go through, I'm just going to check everything, obviously. Make sure everything works, make notes of things that don't work, and things like that. So we've got 141. Let's do this. With SDKP up, turn like this, zoom out a little bit. All right, then we've got everything on screen. No, I only speak English and Afrikaans. I can understand a little bit German, a little bit Dutch, things like that, maybe more Dutch, but I don't speak any other language. So. Right, so let's quickly see. 141, that is correct. Cargo 1.6, that is correct. Okay, for those of you that did not see the last video, you're going to see that the cargo is going to change, and that is due to the difference between weights for passengers and weights in cargo, and everything revolves around the zero fuel weight. So if there is a discrepancy, that is where Zibo is going to fix it. Okay, so if that number changes, it's just what it is. Okay, then say, oh, it changed. It was this and now it's that and whatever. But you know, so that's it. Cooper, try it to suit you the way you want it to work, and then obviously remember, you know, to do the chat, you're going to have the YouTube open to get the chat in there, unless you want to unmute yourself and speak with me. You know, you're welcome to use voice, you know, as long as it's on topic, why not? And you know how we banter, yeah, it's just friendly. All right, and then fuel is 5.8, so that's rounded off. Okay, so for those of you that also didn't see that, everything in green here, all the numbers, you can actually physically type it in. So for instance, let me show you. The fuel is set to be 5.8. Okay, so if I don't like the 5839, I want to get rid of the 39, I can literally type in what I want. Okay, so that is a new addition. and then obviously we can just activate it. I'm not going to bother. You see, look, the cargo immediately changed because it needed to match the weights of the passengers plus the weights of the cargo to in the normal mathematical equation to sum up and calculate back to this. Well, I shouldn't say sum up, just let's say calculate back to the zero fuel weight, okay? Otherwise somebody's going to say to me, Nico, that's not how it works. But I know. It's just trying to make it easy for you guys to explain. So the difference in kilograms obviously will then be substituted in cargo. That's all it is, okay? The other thing that we suspect, and Zibo was the first one to mention this, he suspects that at this point in time, he's turned the actual forward and aft cargo around. So we tested it last night. It does appear to be turned around, but it is not correct yet anyway. Morning, Peter. Morning, Uncle John, yeah?
Sorry to interrupt, just a quickie. Is there a reason why we're not using 2.9 this morning?
Yeah, I just went into, you mean at LOWW, at LOWW, sorry, not LOWW, Vienna.
Yeah, if you have a look, the winds are at 10 knots.
Uncle John, I'll show you the reason why, if you give me a second.
It's not me that way, it was Kevin that asked the question.
Yeah, but Kevin is always difficult, you know that. Kevin's one of those guys. Uncle John?
Yeah.
Give me a second. I'll show you now. When I did my planning,
Yeah.
the wind at runway 34 says 5 on the nose directly from the front and 7 knot crosswind. And if you look at the real world guys, they're using runway 34.
Okay, no, that's fine.
Okay.
Okay, if real world is 3.4, that's fine.
Yeah, wait, I'll show you. Don't go anyway, I'll show you. Unless they've changed it in the last 10 minutes, Uncle John, then I'm going to look stupid, but that's what happened. I was watching them. Display capture. There you go. Yeah, they're using runway 34 in the real world.
That's all I need to know.
Yeah, okay. Cool.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Right. Let's get back to SDKP. Alright. So getting back to our story now, before the interruption. And listen, guys, we're just full of banter. Don't take us too serious. Kevin is actually a nice guy. But if he listens to me talking, he's going to laugh with. So anyway. Right, so with the cargo, the payload, you're going to see that I still have to manipulate it a little bit. All right, so when everything is said and done, I'm actually going to come back and I'll show you how I manipulate it. I don't think it's something you need to worry about. Zibo said he's going to fix it. Okay, Zibo will fix this issue, but it's interesting. This is the kind of stuff that we pick up in testing, so we're just showing you, you know, so just take it as it comes, you know. Morning, Tommy. Cooper, don't worry about it, buddy. Right, so while this thing is doing its thing, let's get the rest going. I love this feature, everything working so automatically now. Morning, Rob. Right, okay, the battery's okay. Interesting. We were talking about this battery issue. If you guys are in the latest version of Explain, this beta version, the battery code is broken. In this version of the Zibo mod, Zibo has actually written his own code to bypass that nonsense. So it is working in it will be working in the new one when we release that for you. I think we set 310. Yeah. And landing 600. Oof, that's early. Early, Cooper, early. So you're obviously in the US somewhere. Or at least that side of the world.
Preliminary pre-flight procedure.
While I'm busy and the ground crew is busy, she might as well go and do some work too, eh? 21,000.
Morning.
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 Park brake set.
Morning.
Morning. Morning.
Preliminary pre-flight procedure complete. Enter the data in the CDU.
We're going to do that just now, Linda. Okay, so I'm going to prep for runway 34, and if we need to change, we'll do that in the air, but that is, for all intents and purposes, what I can see happening, so cool. Start the autopilot for powering up the AC. Tommy, I do, because it's part of my testing. I don't think it is going to matter whether you start it before or after the battery is on the bus. Okay. Logically speaking, the ground crew will start all those services before the pilot gets in, and you know, even if the ground crew gets in and puts the APU on for you, which some of them do, right? The ground services would already be kind of in motion. So Zibo's just got to get the timings right, and you know, when to open what and do what and what not. But in effect, it has nothing to do really with the power being on. We just had to test it that way. That was by Zibo's request, so I'm just sticking to it for now. Cooper, that's a good question. I'll tell you now. Block time is 1 hour 39 minutes. We're going to fly probably about an hour and a half. So if you can't make it, buddy, you know, don't feel bad. Just snooze, you know. Fall asleep, enjoy yourself. You know, that's actually a compliment if you think about it. So don't let it bother you. If it was so good that you could, you know, fall asleep from it, it's fine. Perfect. Archibald, good morning. Yeah, happy to see Linda again. I have to test it now with her, so you're watching. Al Valen, good morning. And okay. Well, Cooper, it's in your hands, buddy. It's in your hands. We don't have rules here, okay? You come and go as you please, as you want to make yourself feel happy or not. You know, it's up to you, 100% your story.
Ground to cockpit, plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you are ready.
Right. Well, we are here. Might as well do this now. And guys, if you're still wondering how I get this flight route on here, just go onto my YouTube channel. About halfway down, you'll see there's a video talking about it. It's 4.5 minutes. Go watch it. It'll tell you exactly how we get this done. Right, I think we're about in a position to start this programming. Oh, wow, that is busy. Let's just quickly turn down this radio volume. Otherwise, it's just way too loud. Right, I just want to see if the marker works again today, so that's why I'm switching that on. Because it was working, then I said Zibo must, make it work with the button, and I never tested it. What's wrong with the trim, Al? Because I don't have a problem with trim. Are you sure you've set the correct value for your controller, the correct data ref? Are you not using the wrong value? Or mapping, or whatever you want to call it. Okay, here's a different question for you. Did you read the Zibo install guide? Because I did all the mappings and everything in there. Okay, so while we're talking about it, now we're doing this on IVEO, we don't fly on VATSIM, eh? Cooper, we've got a whole bunch of agreements and registrations and all kinds of things with IVEO, so you will maybe see us once or twice a year on VATSIM. The rest of the time we fly here. Let me just quickly show you. So in your joystick, for the trim, you see my wheel number 1 and 2, I've got manual trim down and manual trim up, and then on my alpha yoke, I've got this one, pitch trim up and pitch trim down. Those are the normal trim options, so just check your settings, eh? Yeah, IVEO and VATSIM it's the same idea, different software, different people, but same idea, man. It's when we started the whole Skymatix VA and everything, I tried to get on with VATSIM for like 18 months. And we couldn't get anywhere. Not so much with the VA, but we requested training and all kinds of things, and nobody were interested. And when I spoke to IVEO about it, it took them 3 days, and everything was organized, and we were registered, and we were just on our way. And you know what? That's how you get loyalty. When you actually do something worthwhile for somebody else, it's nice. Right, let's step through this thing. I'm not sure what whitelisted means in your site, but I mean, you just go to the website, you register, download the software and go fly. It's all automated. It's really easy.
We have tower online.
Okay. Tell me he didn't change the runway now.
Nope, he didn't.
Thank you. How's it, Jacob? Nice seeing you again.
All right, we've got everyone strapped in. Give us a ring if you need anything.
Boarding door has been closed. Once you're all the passengers remain seated at this time. Please double check the security of your seatbelt. All electronic devices will need to be turned off and put away this time. This does include all cellular phone situations. Flight attendants, please prepare your doors for departure and cross-check.
Ready for pre-flight procedure. Pre-flight procedure.
Right, guys, so this is the problem that I'm facing at this point in time. The trim is way out and all because of the CG being out. So you're not going to have to do this when Zibo fixes everything. But for me, unfortunately, I still have to come and do this. You'll see there's way too much cargo in the front. And if you look at the graph, we're at a 9.3% MAC for landing weight. Now I want that to be as close to as possible to 21.5. So in other words, what we're going to do is get a calculator, because it's just too early to worry about mathematics in the mind. 3739, let's go minus 2,500. Okay, so let's go.
Yeah, I would just switch them.
No, it's not accurate. We tried it last night.
Oh, okay.
Zibo has to go and balance it out now in his mathematics. Okay, we've just gone a little bit too much, so we need to bring like, I don't know, let's say 500. 1739. Okay, well that's acceptable. Anyway, between 20 and 23 is good enough for us to fly, so let's not waste time. We're just going to do that. And poor Linda's busy, so now if we do the CG check, you see, now we're more to an acceptable standard. Okay, so let's just get it in our minds quickly. 147.
Please check that the landing altitude is set correctly.
Yeah, Linda, yeah. We'll get there. 147. Thank you. Just as I wanted to do that.
Flight slow. Pull up. Wind shear. Wind shear. Wind shear. Terrain. Terrain. Pull up. Obstacle. Obstacle. Pull up. Airspeed low.
Adjust vertical speed. Adjust. Climb. Climb now. Climb. Climb
Pre-flight
now.
procedure
Climb.
complete.
Crossing. Climb. Climb. Crossing. Climb.
I'm ready for
Climb.
pre-flight checklist.
Climb. Clear
Trim
of
up.
conflict. Descend. 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 Crossing. Descend.
Alright, and the
Descend.
APU is running.
Descend. Descend. Descend now. Descend. Descend.
Ground to cockpit.
Increase
Tow is
climb.
driving up.
Increase climb. Increase descent. Increase descent. Maintain vertical speed. Maintain. Maintain vertical speed. Crossing. Maintain. Monitor vertical speed. TCAS test. Pass.
Pre-flight checklist. Voice recorder. Oxygen. Tested 100%.
Alright. All doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Navigation and display switches. Normal, auto. Window heat. On. Pressurization mode selector. Auto. Flight instruments. Heading 267. Altitude 396.
Nico,
Altimeter
Yes, Owen.
1013.
can you have a quick look at my screen?
Give me a
I'm
second.
starting
Parking
explain. I've got something very weird going on here.
Give me a second. You're not sharing.
Tow connected and pipe has been inserted. Release parking brake.
Okay, we're not going to do that because we need to still get clearance from the tower and all. So
Engine start levers. Pre-flight checklist complete. Ready for before
Right.
start procedure.
alright, so just you do the pre-flight
Before start
pre-start procedure. I'm going to just put everything one side and then talk to this ATC guy. When are you sharing? Sorry, I'm not watching your screen. Give me a second. Yeah.
Yeah, something with my scenery again, Nico. Sorry.
Oh. So you fall like through the scenery?
Start checklist.
I don't know. I went to EDDK but I'm coming on a different location and I'm flying or whatever.
Yes. Owen, I have no idea. Never seen it before.
No clue, eh?
No clue.
No.
Mm-mm.
Before start checklist.
I'll repair, explain or something.
Yeah, try that.
Papers.
Cooper, what do you mean your VNAV?
Flight
When you
deck
say it doesn't set your VNAV up, I mean what you see on my screen is what it does. So I'm not sure exactly what you mean, eh?
Fuel. Pumps on. Passenger signs. On. Window. Locked. MCP. Speed 147. Heading 136. Altitude 8000. Takeoff speeds.
Now you'll have to show me or one of the guys here on Discord, because if you do the uplink, everything should be there, except if you forgot to put your reserve fuel in maybe or something, or you forgot to execute the page. I don't know. We'll have to see your procedure to see where it's not complete.
Complete. Rudder and aileron trim.
Hello, Ranky.
Taxi and takeoff briefing. Anti-collision light.
Yeah, cool. No, do it when you're fresh.
On. Before start checklist complete.
Ready to push.
Engine start
Ready
procedure.
to push, 008. 008, push and start approved facing southeast.
Waiting for the command to start
Push
sequence.
and start, approved facing southeast. Skymatix 008.
Nico.
Yeah.
I was bouncing around in the neighborhood of Alberta, Canada.
Mm-hmm.
Strange, yeah?
Wow.
Due to same route and same departure.
So it's a scenery problem, isn't it?
Thank you. We'll stand by. Skymatix 356.
Right, let me talk to ATC quick, guys. Colin Tower, good morning. Skymatix 001, Charlie 10, Bravo 738 requesting IFR clearance to Vienna asphalt.
Skymatix 001, Cologne Tower, good day. Information Charlie clearance, clear to Lima Oscar Whiskey Whiskey via KUMIK 1 Quebec departure route, out of runway 1 for left, flight plan route, climb 5,000 feet, and squawk 7517.
Squawk 7517 on the KUMIK 1 Quebec departure of runway 14 left, and we have information Charlie on board, Skymatix 001.
Skymatix 001, readback correct.
Excellent.
Runway 1 for left, clear to take off, bye-bye.
Skymatix 356 cleared for takeoff. Goodbye. Thank you for the service.
Skymatix 206, request taxi.
Last station, say call sign again.
Skymatix 206, requesting taxi, sir.
Skymatix 206 via Bravo and Alpha 7 holding point runway 1 for left.
Via Bravo to Alpha 7, runway 1 for left. Skymatix 206.
Skymatix 001 requesting push and start.
Skymatix 001, push and start approved.
Thank you, push and start approved, Skymatix 001.
Skymatix 014,
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Cross 14 left, continue via Delta holding point 24, Skymatix 014.
Tower, good morning. Skymatix 047.
Start number 2 engine.
Alpha 1 requesting clearance as far.
Skymatix 047, Cologne Tower, hello. Stand by.
Starting number 2 engine. Start number 2 engine. She's not listening to me. Start number 2 engine.
Starting number 2 engine.
That was nearly a morning slap, huh?
Cologne Tower, Skymatix 356, airborne, passing 2,200 feet.
Skymatix 356, yeah, you can switch to Unicom now. Have a nice flight, bye-bye.
Thank you for the service. Switching to Unicom, Skymatix 356.
She nearly got a morning slap there, huh, Nico?
Yeah.
Runway 1 for left, I'll call you.
Line up and wait,
25
runway
and
1
2.
for left. Skymatix 206.
Skymatix 014, line up runway 1 for left and wait. Correct.
She's not reacting at your morning voice.
Line up runway 24.
No, the problem, there was 2 problems. Number 1, my button that activates her voice widget didn't activate, so I had to touch this cable here on the Alpha Yoke again.
047 for Cologne Tower, confirm
And then I think my
Starter
breakfast was
headlight.
interfering with my speech maybe. I sounded funny to her, so she didn't recognize me.
047 information Charlie current, cleared to Lima Oscar Whiskey.
Yeah, Steve, we can say that.
Departure route, out of runway 24.
Start number 1 engine.
Climb 5,000 feet and squawk 5755.
Starting number 1 engine.
It is funny. She does respond better when I speak a little bit more forceful, you know, so it happens.
Skymatix 047, cleared as filed. Initial altitude is 5,000. Runway, sir, could I request 14 Lima?
Skymatix 047, Roger, stand by, I'll call you back
25 and 2.
Skymatix 014, runway 24, cleared to take off, bye-bye. Clear to take off, Skymatix 014.
Skymatix 008, ready for taxi.
Skymatix 008, taxi by Alpha and Alpha 3. Hold short of runway 1 for left,
Starter
stand
cut
by for
out.
crossing.
Engine start procedure complete.
Alpha, Alpha 3, hold short, runway 14 left, stand by for
Flaps
crossing.
5.
008.
Skymatix 047.
Morning, Daza. Good morning.
Whiskey, via the KUMIK 1 Quebec departure route, out of runway 1 for left, flight plan route, climb 5,000 feet, squawk 5755.
Ready for before taxi
Preparation complete.
procedure.
Set parking
Flaps
brake.
5 set.
Skymatix 047, read back correct.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
Before taxi procedure.
Skymatix
Before
014,
taxi
climbing through
procedure
3,500.
I am ready for before taxi checklist. Cabin crew, take your seats, prepare for takeoff.
Switch Unicom, want to do this modate. Bye-bye.
Before taxi checklist.
Unicom, thank you very much for your service and have a nice day. Skymatix 014.
Generators
Thank you.
on. Probe heat
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal will be on the right. We'll see you next time. Servus.
anti-ice off.
Thank you, ground service guy. Bye bye.
Engine anti-ice off.
Expect departure clear.
Isolation valve.
Expecting
Auto.
clearance in 2 minutes. Skymatix 206.
Engine start switches. Continuous. Recall. Checked. Auto brake. Rejected takeoff. Engine start levers. Flight control. Checked. Flaps. Flaps 5 set. Green light. Detent. Ground equipment. Clear. Before taxi checklist complete. Ready for taxi.
Skymatix 001, ready for taxi.
Skymatix 001, taxi via Mike and Alpha 7, holding point runway 1 for left.
Taxi via Mike Alpha 7, holding point for runway 1 for left, Skymatix 001.
Tower Skymatix 047, ready for push and start.
Last station, clear code sign again.
Taxi lights on.
Uncle John.
Skymatix 206, wind ferry, correction wind 120 degrees 3 knots, runway 1 for left, cleared for takeoff, bye-bye.
1 for left, clear for takeoff. Bye-bye. Skymatix 206. Dank u veel voor de service, sir. Have a fine day. Skymatix 206.
Thank you. You too. Last station, calling for taxi, say code sign again.
That was 047, sir.
Thank you.
Skymatix 047, ready for taxi. Sorry, push and start. Skymatix 047 Tower, requesting push and start.
Skymatix 047, push and start approved on Lima, facing east.
Push and start approved, Skymatix 047.
And Skymatix 001, holding short runway 14 left.
Skymatix 001, line up, runway 14 left and wait. Expect takeoff
Before
clearance in
takeoff
5 minutes
procedure.
to same departure route.
Thank you, sir. We'll line up and wait. Expect departure clearance in 5 minutes. Appreciated, Skymatix 001.
Skymatix 008, cross runway 14 left, continue via
Before
Delta, holding
takeoff
point runway
procedure
24.
complete.
Crossing runway 14 left
checklist.
via Delta to
Before
holding point
takeoff
runway
checklist.
24, Skymatix 008.
Flaps.
Skymatix 206, monitor Unicum 12.8, have a nice flight, bye bye.
Flaps 5
Skymatix
set.
206,
Green
monitoring
light.
Unicum up to
Detent.
decimal 8. Thank you again. Bye bye, Skymatix 206.
Stabilizer trim. Runway 14 left confirmed. 52 units set. Transponder.
On runway 14
TARA
left.
set. Before takeoff checklist complete. I am ready for your takeoff.
Right, so now we're just going to wait until we get our clearance. I better keep my ears peeled.
Skymatix 008, wind 120 degrees, 3 knots, runway 24, cleared for
On
takeoff,
runway
bye-bye.
14 left.
Okay, to take off runway 24 for Skymatix 008, and thank you for your service, over.
Cologne Tower, very good morning. Ryanair 6 November Hotel, and Delta 12, ready check.
Eine 6 November Hotel, Cologne Tower, hello, VT 555 on frequency 124.980.
Cologne Tower 5 as well, we have Delta, and we are ready to cut clearance when
Eine 6 November Hotel, information Delta correct, cleared to Lima, Oscar Whiskey via KUMIK 1 Quebec departure route, out of runway 14 left, flight planned route, climb 5,000 feet, squawk 4415.
clear to our destination Vienna, running to 14 left, climb 5,000 on transponder 4415, and I didn't copy the departure. Ryan, please remember.
Skymatix 008, squawk mode Charlie please.
On runway 14 left. On runway 14 left.
Skymatix 047, ready for taxi.
Skymatix 047, taxi via Bravo and Alpha 5, holding point runway 14 left.
Skymatix 047, taxi via Bravo, holding point 14. Skymatix 047.
Ryanair 6 November Hotel, departure route is KUMIK 1 Quebec out of runway 1 for left.
KUMIK 1 Quebec, Ryan, 6 November.
Minus 6 November, read by correct.
Roger that, we are finishing our procedures, and then I will put that one ready for
Antonio,
yes.
your voice is very low on frequency, very low.
Okay, as always.
Yeah.
We'll speak louder.
Yeah, please. I think the ATC guy is struggling to hear you. You're both using assumptions instead of actuals to talk to each other. That's just me, my opinion. I might be wrong, but it's slow.
On runway 14 left. On runway
Skymatix
14
001,
left.
120 degrees greenhouse runway 1 for left, cleared for takeoff, bye-bye.
Thank you for your service, sir. Skymatix 001, cleared for takeoff, runway 14 left.
Tower, Skymatix 008, I do not have VSGA in my database.
008, roger, then remain on our navigation.
No navigation for Skymatix 008.
Takeoff.
Set time. Takeoff thrust set. Throttle hold. V1. Rotate. Positive rate.
Gear up. Oh, that sun is terrible. In your eyes. Come on, day.
Acceleration altitude.
Skymatix 001, monitor Unicom 122.8, gonna fly, bye-bye.
Thank you, sir. Unicom 122.8, Skymatix 001.
Flaps 1 set. Approaching transition.
Interesting speed
Transition
restriction there. Max 205. No, he said I must wait 5 minutes, Steve, and I didn't time him. It might be sooner, might be longer. I don't know. I never timed him. I just sat here for the show.
He's separating us quite nicely.
Very, very, very. Cooper, if you sit in any of our rooms here on Discord, I think you know, Skymatix would be fine, or any of the general audio rooms or something, but don't sit in Zibo room and then have some other game on. That's kind of, you know, making a mess in your own porch, you know. So, you know, just use common sense. You won't get into trouble. Just don't go fly PMDG in the Zibo room, you know. I mean, that's just common sense.
After takeoff checklist. Engine bleeds. On. Packs. Auto. Landing gear. Up and off. Flaps. Up. No light. Detent. Flight level 100. Landing lights switches off. Altimeter.
Yeah, no worries. No worries. As long as it doesn't take over the show, then why not? I'm not one of those weirdos. I've had to deal with some pretty weird people in the flight sim community. You know, I don't walk around with a notebook, take notes, and, you know, be a pain in other people's asses. You know, as long as it doesn't interfere with what we do, I don't mind. I don't mind. Oh, are you waiting for me to say something? Sorry.
Standard set. Cross-checked. After takeoff checklist complete.
Eric, she is available in the Explain.org store. Okay, so if you go to Google and you type in Zibo Copilot Linda and you search, you'll hit her immediately. She's going to cost you $15 approximately. Sometimes they have sales and it's like off price, but I think that's the going rate, is about $15. And she's got her own little SOP that she runs with and do the checklists and everything. And as you might have seen earlier, if you haven't, go back and watch the beginning of the video, you'll see she does all the checks, everything. I mean, she's running a fairly decent Boeing SOP. You know, it's not specific to an airline, I think, unless it's maybe Aeroflot or something, I don't know, because it's a Russian product. So, but in terms of our normal Ryanair / Southwest and things like that we used to in the West, you know, it's not exactly the same, but it's not bad. It's just a Boeing, it's like a generic little SOP she runs. Steve, it's always been my SOP since I started flying the Boeing. I started flying the 737-800 around about 2006. And that's the way the real pilots taught me from day one, is you have to double check what you do, okay? But then Mark, one of our real world contributing pilots to the Zibo project, he actually confirmed with me yesterday that that is a Boeing SOP, okay? And the only reason someone would not do it is if their specific airline discourages it. But from Boeing itself, it is encouraged because of exactly what I said to you in the stream. If you press those buttons and those lights do not come on, it literally means that you made a mistake somewhere, okay? So either you forgot to switch on the second flight director, okay, so if you fly from the right seat, it will be this one. If you fly from the left seat, it will be that one. Or you forgot to input something vital. In my case, yesterday, one of the flights I did, I forgot to input my reserve fuels. You know, and remember, the Boeing philosophy is that if you have a box in the FMC, that's mandatory. That can kill you if you don't put it in. So they will not let you pass. You can't get further. Now, if you purposefully then decide in your own mind, stuff it, I'm going to fly, but you never checked it, typically what's going to happen is at 400 foot, you're going to be able to, switch on the autopilot. Depending on the error and the thing you messed up, you won't be able to get autopilot. Then all of a sudden, you've got this massive workload because the aircraft now needs to be flown by hand, or it's doing funny things, and you have to all of a sudden troubleshoot instead of concentrating on flying the aircraft. And this is why when I do my training, and I've done it forever and ever, I tell the guys, press those buttons. If your SOP says don't use it until you get to the runway, fair enough, switch them off again. But at least switch them on to see that you did not stuff up, because the last thing you want is that additional workload and then to go and crash, a minute after takeoff because you didn't do your job properly. You see what I'm saying? So I've always trained that way. One of the safety measures in the Boeing 737-800 that could cause a problem for you if you press that button at the wrong time is if you are lazy and don't follow the checklist, and then you forget to set your local QNH. I'm not sure if it's 500 foot or 800 foot. If there's a discrepancy of, like I say, either 500 or 800 foot between where you are and where the aircraft think you're supposed to be, it's the moment you press that button, if the engines are running, okay, obviously the engines need to be running for this to be true. If the engines are running and you press that button and your QNH is not right, this thing is going to toga, okay, and it's going to want to take off. And if you are on the taxiway or if you are on the apron, you're going to kill somebody if you don't switch the auto throttle off and pull the levers quick enough back into position. So there's that as well to take into consideration. Why I teach the way I teach. You have to do this at specific times. It's very important. I mean, I know a lot of flight simmers. I've seen many videos where the guys press that button at the wrong time and they're still facing the building when there they go. Yeah, Steve, it's a small little thing, and unless you purposefully pay attention to that specific point in the video, or you see it, you're not going to see it. Obviously, yesterday was your day, so you picked up on it. And good morning, other Steve. Exactly. Yeah, no, I sometimes sit amazed, man. Steve, I'm not going to name names here, but I've seen some of the big names in flight simming do some pretty weird things in the last couple of streams they've done, and I go, huh? You know, we're all human. That's where love and mercy and grace comes in, you know. You just laugh it off, but yeah, I've seen some pretty weird stuff. Usually, some of you will know this already. When I really make a big stuff up, I like to fix it, you know, in your face kind of a thing, so that you can't go back and say, oh, but he did, I did. And then, you know, I don't hide my humanity. If I make a mistake, I say sorry and I continue. I had to apologize to Zibo yesterday. We were testing this battery problem in the new X-plane, and I had my switch on the wrong setting, and we couldn't figure it out. And I go back to him and say, you know what, I'm human, what can I do? And so it happens on stream as well. If I make a mistake, I'm human. But when you try and hide it, that's, I think, the thing that irks me the most. Is some of these big names, they do stupid things. You try and help them, you know, and tell them, you know, you missed this or that, and they ignore you, or they talk over you or whatever, and it's just, nah, whatever. Exactly, Tero. Yeah, no, I'm with you on that one, Steve. I don't like the arrogant guys. We're all human. And you know what I found in our community is a lot of guys are new in sharing their knowledge, their know-how, and their hobby. Okay, so you get guys, they are kind of reserved. They want to see it work first. They want to hear it work first. They want to make friends first, you know, and then it's like the people become more comfortable and they start to open up and they ask more questions and things like that. And you're not going to get people to feel comfortable and become part of the community if you're stuck up, or, you know, you've got airs and graces and weird things that people need to comply with, you know. And this is also one of the reasons we say to a lot of guys, you know, come make friends. We won't bite you. Even if you mute your mic, we don't have to speak to you. You don't have to speak to us, but start sitting in with us. And I promise you, every now and then you see the guy, now he's ready. Now he takes the mic mute off and he starts speaking to us, you know. And we know it. That's just how we build the community, is by just being human, normal, natural, you know. Exactly. You have to be consistent. Yeah. Janke, the changes is simple. Zibo's allowing us to now actually type in that page. So if we go there, this is the big change. Right now you see everything is blue. You can't change anything. But if you rewind the video, you'll see you can actually type the number of packs. You can type the passengers, the cargo next, and you can type the fuel. So instead of doing a straight import, you can actually put values there and then activate it. So that was the big change. And then obviously the spelling. Thank you to everybody who saw the spelling was wrong. Like I said, we're not English. We speak English in self-defense, and I've grown a bit more used to it. But it's not our language. We just do it. So that was obviously a mess. Somebody did defend us and say that the spelling was correct in French. So thank you for whoever that was. I won't mention your name. You know, so we were half right. Okay. And anyway, so that's fixed. The other thing that needs attention is basically the timings, when the doors open, when the doors close, when the jetway is called, you know, things like that. But we'll get there. We'll get there. Exactly, Jean-Pierre. I mean, my wife always asks me, but doesn't it get boring? And I say to her, no, 2 flights are never the same. It's never the same, you know. The procedures might be slightly similar, but the weather changes, the runway changes, the taxiways changes, you know, so many different things that you need to do. The weights change, the calculations change. It's lovely. Yes. You see, well, now it's correct for the English guys. Hello, Dracula. Right, then obviously, look, I'm flying the old X-plane here, the released version, not the beta version. Zibo also fixed the battery issue, the battery discharge issue now. He had to write his own code to bypass the laminar mistake there in the new X-plane 1208 beta. So that he took care of quickly. And I'm pretty sure he needs to fix a couple of these values and things here, but that's up to him. And that's about the two big changes right now. The last big thing that he really needs to do is to get the zero fuel weight and the CG distribution correct. The zero fuel weight value is now correct, I must be honest, but the CG is lying in the wrong place, so this aircraft is totally off balance, and that needs to be fixed before we can release it. Morning, Hendrik. Thanks, Dracula. Yeah, we've been pushing it. We've had fun. Zibo, yesterday alone, he gave us 6 updates. 6 yesterday. So it was fun. It's fun.
Nico, question.
Shoot.
Is there a specific OFP format you have to use for the data uplink to work correctly?
No. It should, look, if you get your B738 XML from SimBrief, as far as I know, it contains everything in its one single format. Okay. I'm not sure. Antonio, are you here?
I'm here, yeah.
Tell me quickly, is it true or not, if you change, let's say you take Lufthansa for instance, or KLM, you mentioned something in your little plug-in that if they support the B738, you can get the XML. Does this mean that by not using Lido, the format of the XML file will change accordingly, or is the XML file cast in stone? What do we do about that? Because, I mean, Peter has got a very good question there.
The problem is that up to now, SimBrief inputs the HTML of the OFP and not a formatted XML field.
Okay.
So what I do is I grab that HTML code and change it according to Lido format, so that the Zibo can read it, whatever the layout of the SimBrief OFP is. So I'm just, I don't know how to say, I'm just patching it so that Zibo can read it.
Of course, okay. So the XML format changes with the OFP format. No, that's the first thing you say, right? Okay, so my recommendation is then stick to Lido unless you use Antonio's script, because Antonio then goes, looks at it, changes it back to Lido and makes it usable for the Zibo. So the short answer is stick to the Lido format if you're not using Antonio's script. That's the short answer. Does that help, Peter?
Yeah, because I told you about the little issue I have. I can import everything except for the route page. I can upload the winds, the performance, the forecast, everything works fine except for the route. So I probably do something constantly wrong, because it happened to me 3-4 times now. So I have to sit with you guys so you can show me what I do wrong.
Okay, we can help you afterwards, but go do the Lido format. Okay,
yeah,
and remember, hang on, also, are you on the latest 5.7 Zibo?
Yes, sir.
Okay, because that's vitally important. Okay. Yeah, Indrek. Okay, I think we agree on that. You need to have the Lido format preferably for it to work proper, unless you have Antonio's little scripter that can actually extract the information and recompile it. It is a bit odd, eh, Steve? I mean, wow, what can we do? You see, this is the value of having guys like Antonio, you know, on our team here, where he can tell us the nitty-gritty which we can't see. You know, on face value, it's an XML file. You know, we don't know what the layout is. It means nothing to us, but he's just explained it, and now, wow, it makes sense. Thanks, Antonio.
Pleasure.
Gotcha, Hendrik, yeah. Are you guys also struggling to get Ivea WebI to actually load properly?
No, that loads properly
No.
on my system.
Yeah, same here. Okay.
Mine takes forever to load. It's like the data is very slow to come through to me. Weird. I better start my planning and stuff. Getting late.
Yeah, Nick, in real world, they are using runway 34 and ILS approach.
Yeah, I checked it earlier on radar box to make sure.
Yeah.
Did I not do that? Oh man, what a dummy. Hang on. I thought I put it in. 6. Obviously didn't. Right. Let's see.
There's an LPV if you want to try that for runway 34.
Oh, I've already set up wireless. It's fine. Thank you very much. I tested it very well a couple of times, so I'm quite happy with it this time. Yeah, if it's LPV Cat 1, it should say LPV as a minima, and then yeah, you can use that obviously. 34 RMP. Right, so let's quickly look at that chart of yours, right? So there. So you can use 786 LPV Cat 1. That's what you're talking about. You can use that one. And me, on the other hand, I've got 794 on the ILS for Cat C. So LPV is actually better. You can go lower. That's really nice. Hendrik, thank you. Stay well. We'll talk later. Just noticed your message. Can't remember if I said bye. Sorry. Right, then I need to check. 181. 181. 339. The airplane is Cat 2. What do you mean? Or Cat 3. Sorry, I need to look closer. Well, the difference with the Cat 3 is that means you're going to do an auto land basically. So Cat 1 just means that you've got a certain minima. Cat 2 means you've got a lower minima. And Cat 3 means you either got 50-foot minima radar altitude or no minimums. You know, and then that's when you do dual channel auto land. Down to 3,000. You're welcome. 39. Right, so frequencies, minimas, courses. Looking good. 75 nautical miles for top of descent. No problem, Cooper. You enjoy yourself. Try get some sleep, man. Not sure what your plans are, but I mean, my son went to bed 4 AM this morning. Yeah, tell you. I suppose you're still a young guy. I can't do it anymore. Get some rest. If you can. Yeah, I know you said you want to see the sunrise, man, but good luck with that. Good luck with that. You know, I'm sitting here and I'm thinking to myself, you guys are a bad influence on me because now I want to do the LPV. Do you know that? Hey, Antonio, Jean-Pierre. Now I'm sitting here thinking maybe I should do it. I don't know.
I cannot.
Yeah, exactly, Steve. Yeah, you need a bit of training. Yes, you know, you guys. Hey. That's what I missed. Don't worry, Jean-Pierre.
Ready for
Exactly. We don't always care in the sim. We cowboys here, man. We'll do things in here we'll never dream of doing in the real world.
With this attitude, I think he's qualified.
Yeah, yeah. Right, so for those of you that have no idea what we're talking about, on the RNAV chart, you can see there's a code, the EGNOS code. So EGNOS and WAS is what we call LPV. If you get those codes, you can put it into the MMR. Aye, wrong button. See, so then it will recognize the code. If it is GLS, it will say GLS. If it's LPV, it will say LPV. All automatically done. Then the minimus for the LPV we saw was a little bit lower, so it's 786. It's not much, but I mean it's what it is. So we can go down to 786 before we get our reminders. And there you go. Now we're going to fly this as if it's a normal Cat 1 ILS. Easy as that. Speaking about cats, I've told the story. I've actually shown the video here on my stream as well. We were sitting at Cape Town International. I was sitting in the jump seat, captain, first officer in front of me in the 737-800 for Mango Airlines. British Airways 800 in front of us, and the next moment this black cat walks over the taxiway right in between us. And now we're all sitting looking at each other because we're not superstitious at all, but it's funny to see this black cat walk across your path, you know. So captain calls ATC, ask for assistance. The fire brigade comes running out. They're trying to catch the cat. They never caught him, but at least we could take off and do our thing. But that was an interesting situation. I promise you, never had that before. Will probably never had something. Well, probably never have something like that again.
It won't happen in X-Plane.
No, but in X-Plane 9 and 10 we had those stupid deer and those birds, you know. The algorithm seems to have changed. They're still there, but they never come close to your aircraft, or at least not that I know of. But man, that used to irritate me. You're coming down the runway, you're taking off, the next moment this stupid deer runs across the runway, and you hit it, or the birds. And there's just blood all over. Did you ever see that?
Coming online.
Thank you. Did you ever see those birds and stuff in old X-Plane?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, that was crazy. Oh, and there's approaches off again.
What was your arrival runway, Nico?
34.
Because he came on and he mentioned arrival runway 11.
When we did our planning, it was 34. If we have to change, we have to change. But that's what it was.
Yeah,
when
but
we
he's
did
off. He's off again.
Mm.
Tell you something. I found out. Half of Germany. I started up X-Plane standard, huh? So with no special scenery, etc. So yesterday I landed on Cologne and that was all okay. Now I had that problem of the scenery, didn't I? Halfway until Stuttgart, it's all dramatic. But Switzerland, Austria, everything is okay. So I can put my plane everywhere. Netherlands, Switzerland, Austria, etc. And not in that area from Cologne until Stuttgart.
Wow.
That's strange, huh?
Very.
You're banned.
Yeah.
They don't want you there.
Looks like Torsten changed something. I'm going to ask him.
Yeah. He's back on, guys. Approach is back on and runway 34 is active.
Yeah, he changed it.
Radar SkymatixVA
Smart
Flight.
guy.
Good morning. Currently at 17,000 feet.
Skymatix 356, good day. Being radar identified. Descend to 6,000 feet.
Descend to 6,000 feet.
Oh, he talked to Kevin, I think.
Where's Laurie?
Or Kevin talked to him.
Morning, Skymatix 04. We are descending through flight level 7,700 inbound Whiskey 979.
Skymatix 04, good day. Being radar identified. Descend to 5,000 feet.
So off for breakfast and no flight for me today.
Okay. Check, guys,
I'll
check.
I'll figure it out. See you next time.
Okay.
Skymatix 206 with you.
Good luck, Owen.
I'll see you landing later.
Okay. There you can see, that's where you can find the deer. So if you fly there, you'll see the deer, and if...
Skymatix 206.
The birds just went away. The birds were here as well. There they are. Ooh, they're moving. They were there at the top.
Descend 6,000 feet and
there they are. There they are. See, there's the birds. Deer, and birds. So they're still there, but
04, turn right heading 300. Lead ILS approach runway 34.
not like they
Right
used
to
to be.
300 and cleared ILS approach 434 Skymatix.
That was so loud. I seem to have caught up with Anthony a little bit. Oops. Look, the moment I pulled my speed brake, it dropped my auto throttle again. Immediately. Oh, it must have done it before. I don't know. I'm going to watch this video again because I need to know if it was the speed brake or if it's something in the code now, because that's just horrible. And my throttle levers don't move. They are stationary from the time I'm on that runway and go to 60%. Never touch them.
Skymatix 206, squawk 1000 please.
Squawk 1000, Skymatix 206.
Skymatix 04, established ILS 34.
Skymatix 04, wind 280 degrees, 9 knots, runway 34, you are cleared to land.
Clear to land, thank you, Skymatix 04.
Being radar, good morning, Skymatix 001. We are passing flight level 185 and descending, and we are on approach to intersection Masur.
Skymatix 001, good day. Being radar identified, descend to 6,000 feet, QNH 1010, and cleared near to 5 November transition.
We'll descend to 6,000 feet on QNH 1010, and we will use... sorry, can you repeat the arrival again?
The transition is Merden 5 November.
Got it. The transition is then that NER 5 November. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that.
No problem.
I need to go find it. Nerdu.
356, descend to 3,000 feet, turn right heading 310, cleared ILS approach, runway 34, report established.
It helps when you have the chart open so you can read it, hey?
Descend to 3,000.
Nerdu. There we go.
Sorry, can you give me the turn right heading again, please?
Right
I thought so,
heading,
Steve.
320 now.
I thought so. And this is the third flight in a row it happens. The moment, and look, now I can pull the speed brake and everything, but it's like when it comes from rest and introduces the speed brake the first time, that's when it gives the problem.
Good morning, Vienna radar. Skymatix 008,
Skymatix 008, good day, being radar identified, descend to 8,000 feet and turn right heading 100.
10 right, heading 100, down to 8,000 feet, Skymatix 008.
And Skymatix 008, QNH of course 1010.
Okay, so I'm literally forcing the descent because according to VNAV calculations, there was a top of descent somewhere there for flight level 170. Now he's already given me instruction to go down, so I don't want to sit on 170 the whole time. Might as well go down. So if we do the altitude intervention, it will go down at like 1,000 foot per minute constant until it catches the path again. Ooh, Zibo's typing.
Skymatix 206, descend to 3000.
Descending 3000 feet, Skymatix 206.
Hey Cooper, welcome back. Okay. Cooper, read my Zibo install guide. I've listed the plugins at the very back. You need the Habitat plugin, you need the Terrain Radar plugin definitely, and then there's others as well, but those two definitely.
Echo X-ray Sierra Foxtrot Del 4292 persons on board at the GA ramp with information Charlie on board. Requesting VFR exit at close to Neuburg, direct departure and sightseeing tour over Vienna. We will stay below 2,000 feet.
Oscar Echo X-ray Sierra Foxtrot, are you a helicopter or other aircraft?
Grab my Zibo install guide, quickly go to the end, read through it. Somewhere at the end you'll see there's a couple other mentioned. XRAS is another one. Okay, so XRAS can also work.
QNH 1010, wind 260 degrees, 8 knots, record airborne.
QNH 1010, cleared to exit CTRY close to Neuburg, but we will stay below 2,500 feet and we will report airborne or Echo X-ray Sierra Fox.
Skymatix 04, we have vacated the runway on Bravo 5.
Skymatix 04, taxi to Foxtrot 01 via Delta Lima, taxi lane 35.
Foxtrot 01 via Delta Lima and lane 35 on Skymatix 0.
Skymatix 206, turn left heading 250. Correction, Skymatix 206, right heading 260, sorry.
Right heading 260, Skymatix 206.
Skymatix 356, confirm established.
Skymatix 356 fully established for runway 34.
Skymatix 356 and 260 degrees with 8 knots, runway 34, clear to land.
Skymatix 356 clear to land.
Echo X-Ray Sierra Foxtrot Airborne.
Oscar Echo X-Ray Sierra Foxtrot, roger.
Hello, Antonio Crespo.
8, turn right heading 150 degrees.
Turn right 150, 4008.
Skymatix 001, report airspeed.
262 indicated.
Roger, thank you. Skymatix 008, report indicated airspeed, please.
Indicated airspeed 235.
Skymatix 008, roger, thank you. Skymatix 001, can you reduce to 20 knots?
Yes, sir. 220 knots, Skymatix 001. Okay, Cooper, go catch your sunrise. Take pictures, man. Come put it here in the general picture place here at the very bottom of Simbrief. Not Simbrief, what am I talking? Discord. Then we can all share it with you if you don't mind. You obviously have no obligation, but I just thought if you want to share it, you're welcome.
I can't speak, so of course you should turn earlier right, but that's my fault, no problem. Cleared ILS approach runway 34, report established.
No problem. Cleared for the ILS, runway 34, reporting established. Skymatix 206.
No, I'm not.
If you want, you can message. I don't understand it because the frequency was blocked.
Okay, by the time I got your message, I was no longer, and I did not see that it happened. I do apologize. Sorry, everybody.
6, taxi to Foxtrot 01 via Delta Lima, taxi lane 35.
I swear I'm not talking on Unicom right now. Thanks, Cooper.
Taxi by Delta Lima, Tango Lima 3 miles to gate, Foxtrot 0 miles, Skymatix 3 miles.
Good night, Cooper.
Ryanair 6 November Hotel, descend 6,000 feet, QNH 1010, cleared near to 5 November arrival. Continue descent to 6,000, 010, and Skymatix 206, confirm established.
Skymatix 206, yes, established in the ILS V4. Skymatix 206.
Skymatix 206, wind 260 degrees with 8 knots, runway 34, you are clear to land.
Runway 34, clear to land, Skymatix 206.
Off deck X-ray, Sierra Foxtrot, confirm you want to stay on my frequency?
If possible, yes, please, Oscar Sierra Fox.
No problem, of course.
Skymatix 04 on the blocks, requesting frequency change.
Skymatix 04, thank you for flying to Wien today, frequency change approved.
Thank you, sir, and thank you for the coverage, Skymatix 04.
Approaching transition.
Skymatix 001, descend 3,000 feet and may increase rate of descent.
3,000 feet and increase rate of descent, Skymatix 001.
Skymatix 008, descend to 5,000 feet.
Descend to 5,000 for 009.
Transition level. Ready for approach checklist.
Approach checklist.
Approach checklist. Altimeters. Flight level 100. Landing lights switches on.
Skymatix 001, turn right heading 320 degrees, cleared ILS approach 34, report established.
Right 320 and will report established of the ILS Skymatix 001.
Skymatix 008, proceed direct Whiskey 973.
QNH 1010 set. Altitude passing 8,197 now.
973 for 008.
Approach checklist complete.
There's the glide slope coming in. Ooh, that's a nice shortcut. Thank you, ATC sir.
Skymatix 206, cleared runway 34, that's Bravo 5.
Skymatix 206, taxi to Foxtrot 13 via Delta Lima, taxi lane 35. Sorry, Skymatix 206, contact tower 119.4, sorry.
We're contacting tower, Skymatix 206.
To level off.
Skymatix 008, turn right heading 310, cleared ILS approach, runway 34.
Better stop first, I suppose, before I go make a mess.
Yeah, I suppose 3-4 is going to be good.
Sky Echo X-ray Sierra Foxtrot holding at close to Neuburg point. Request to enter the
Thanks, Tommy.
for warm practice landing at Krankenhaus Nord, Lima, Oscar, Bravo, Bravo.
Radio Sierra Foxtrot, contact tower 119.4.
119.4, danke, servus.
Runway.
Sky Echo X-ray Sierra Foxtrot.
Why did we not stop? Oh, ish. We need to go to 2000. Sorry. Off asleep. Damn it.
Skymatix 008, you need to descend to 3,000 feet to intercept.
Down to 3,000. This is right.
Thousand to level off.
Yeah, we just want you right there. Don't worry about it. That's all we want, little aircraft.
And Skymatix 008, reduce the minimum approach speed till 5 miles.
Reducing minimum approach 5 miles. This is right.
Skymatix 001, confirm established.
Flaps 5 set.
We are established, Skymatix 001.
Skymatix 001, contact tower 119.4, goodbye.
Thank you for your service. Have a good day, Skymatix, tuning tower 119.04.
Can you repeat the routing, please, once you were you given me gate Foxtrot 13?
Detect via Mike, then right exit 7, and then via taxi line 36 Foxtrot 13.
Flaps 15 set.
Right via exit 7 and 13, Foxtrot 13, okay.
Thanks, Steve. Tower, good morning, Skymatix 001. We're on 5 mile final for runway 34.
Skymatix 001, wind tower, service wind 260 degrees 8 knots, runway 34, clear to land.
34 clear to land, Skymatix 001.
Approaching 3,
Touchdown at
4.
the helipad, Oscar Echo X-ray Sierra Fox to report and happening.
Say again?
Touchdown at the helipad, Lima Oscar Bravo Bravo, Oscar Echo X-ray Sierra Fox. We will report and airborne again.
Roger, thank you.
Approaching decision height. Minimums.
Good day, it's Skymatix VA with you, 5 nautical miles, establish runway V4.
This is Skymatix 008, wind tower low and wind check 26038 knots, number 2.
Number 2 for runway V4, Skymatix 008.
Stabilized. 60 knots. Yet. Great landing. You are professional.
Runway vacated, Skymatix 001.
Skymatix 001, taxi to gate Foxtrot 23 via Mike and exit 7.
Sorry sir, that was a bit fast. Can you please repeat for Skymatix 001?
Skymatix 001, taxi to gate Foxtrot 23 via Mike and exit 7.
Foxtrot 23 via Mike and exit 7, Skymatix 001, thank you.
Skymatix 008, wind 260 degrees 8 knots, runway 34, clear to land.
Clear to land runway 34, 008.
After landing procedure.
Oscar Echo X-ray Sierra Fox airborne again. A request to join the close to Neuburg routing for direct landing at the general aviation ramp.
Oscar Echo X-ray Sierra Fox, join the close to Neuburg routing after direct to the helipad, report on the box.
Roger that, we report
After landing procedure
on the
complete.
box. Oscar Echo X-ray Sierra Fox.
This is Airport Navigator. It's free from the org.
Approaching 2,
Flaps up
9.
and set.
No man, no. I'm not reporting it down. No one knows about that. You didn't see anything. Come on. Right, so this should be Mike.
Skymatix 008, Skymatix 008, taxi to gate Foxtrot 33 via Mike and exit 7.
Taxi gate Foxtrot 33 via Mike, exit 7, Skymatix 008.
Right, so we need to go to exit 7, which is that one over there. And we're on Foxtrot 23. Which I can't even see. Oh, there's the Foxtrots on that side, so it's probably in there somewhere. There's 23.
Skymatix 206, unblocks.
Skymatix 206, roger.
Exit 5, yeah, good. So we're still kind of on track if we can just keep the line, but that's more damn difficult than you think. So this should now be exit 6 and the next one is 7. Yep, 6 and then 7. And we have Foxtrot 23.
Skymatix 206, requesting frequency change.
Skymatix 206, you do not have to request that.
Okay, well, thank you very much for the service this morning for coming online. And bye-bye, Skymatix 206.
Yeah, always. You're always welcome.
Oscar Echo X-Ray Sierra Foxtrot touchdown at the ramp. Dankeschön, Songtime Fox, Servus.
Oscar Sierra Foxtrot, roger, tschüssi.
'23, there we go. Home sweet home. We made it, we made it. And parking brake set. Shutdown procedure.
Shutdown procedure. Ready for shutdown procedure.
Wind radar, thank you, sir, for your service. Skymatix 001, safe on the blocks.
Roger, Baba.
That was nice.
Shutdown
That was
procedure
awesome.
complete. Ready for shutdown checklist.
I'm back on Discord, gents.
Good morning again, Nico.
Yeah, morning, Tommy. How are you doing?
Not so well. Excuse me for my voice.
I hear you. Right, this is not a moving jetway. That is a pity. It's a big pity. Well, everybody on stream, I hope you enjoyed the flight and the ATC and everything that happened, and hope to see you soon again. There's the ground services coming at least.
Yeah, thanks for flying.
Yeah, thanks for flying with. It's always nice to have you here. QQ, I do have Sam, but I'm not sure if it really works, man. And the way the Zibo is now configured, it does the call for the jetway automatically, and obviously if this is a SAM jetway, it's not listening to the same call. I don't know. Let's have a look. See, maybe you've got something there. There's nothing even here, so it's just the static jetway, unfortunately. But that's why we've got the ground services, so we just use that. Easy as. That's it. My job is done. I've even finished my little report to Zibo already. So, you guys go have fun. We'll talk later probably. Depends on Zibo. If he gives us another one to test or what happens, we'll let you know. Go have fun,
Thank
everybody.
you for the stream.
You're welcome, Tommy.
Thank you for the stream.
You're welcome. Bye, everybody. Bye, Steve.
Bye.
Bye-bye.